Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Art Whisperer 88. Now today's spotlight is on painter and printmaker Stanley William Hayter. He's an English painter and master printmaker associated with the 1930s movement of surrealism. And from the 1940s onward, he was a forefront leader in abstract expressionism in the field of printmaking. So he is regarded as one of the most significant printmakers of the 20th century. And in 1927, Hayter founded the legendary Atelier 17 studio in Paris, which was frequented by many famous artists like Picasso. I was attracted to this piece here called Combat, done in 1953, and I was attracted to its fluid lines and unusual colors. And this was, in my opinion, way ahead of its time. This was done in 1953, but it still looks very modern up to this day. So I am going to reinterpret this piece called Combat and update it for the year 2023. So anyways, stay tuned and I will be right back. Okay everybody, I'm going to start out with my trusty Sharpie and start making some reference lines. Now I think the context of this image is two warriors that are in combat. That explains the title of the print. It's two figures in mortal combat with weapons and shields. So that is the subject matter of the image. Now I'm going to interpret this in a completely abstract form. So I will just represent the two forms as a series of lines. Now I'm not sure what the reference is in terms of the artist's intention. If it was meant to be literal or figurative, because it could be interpreted in many ways. It could be the battle between good and evil. It could be a representation of life struggles. There are many ways to interpret this. Okay, So that is the first layer of circular lines, circular and straight lines in black. So I will move on to the next step. I will put down different fields of color. I think one of the colors he used was magenta and kind of a light green and a teal. So there are three separate colors as a background. So I will start rolling the light green. Followed by the teal. Okay, let's see what we got. I think it's a very good transfer. It picked up almost all the paint. There's some very slight tearing, but it's really very little. Very cool textures. Okay, I like that. It's a very similar color palette, but I wanted to update it and make it a little brighter and more vivid. So I will air dry this and move on to the next step. Okay, here we are, the next segment. I'm going to use some of my black tissue paper as elements for the print, collage elements. So I want to create some curved shapes. Kind of like a very large letter C. Okay. See how I can arrange these. They conveniently hide the tears. Make these thinner. Okay. So I will go ahead and mount these. So I will allow this to air dry, and then I may put a final layer of transparent white. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm back. I got a chance to assemble some of the plastic stencils, or reusable stencils. And this one has a lot of very small parts because I want it to be kind of like a mesh. And I'm going to use Arctic, which is a very pale blue, right here. And it's a kind of a watery mix. So I will try to spread this out very thinly. And then I will also mix in some deep yellow for the outer edges for some contrast. I think I put too much now. So this deviates a little bit from the color scheme of the inspiration piece. Because I always believe in when you interpret someone else's work, it's best to put your own individuality on it and not copy it. Okay. Now, since there are a lot of small parts, I have to be careful not to forget. But since it's fairly transparent, I can easily see the stencils. Now, since the Arctic is very watery, it interacts with the oily surface of the plate and it forms this kind of lacy surface, which is very interesting. Now hopefully this will be the last layer. Okay, I think I have them all. Just make sure this is clean. So here is the print with the collage on it. Okay, I will leave this for about 5 minutes. Okay, this is the exciting part. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I like that. I like the textures. Very cool. It's a little more lively than the original, which was my intention. I wanted to give it a more contemporary feel, but it's the same kind of motif of two opposing forces. So let me air dry this and then give you a recap with the close-up of the textures. Okay, everybody, here's the final leg of this journey. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm glad that it's a little more vibrant than the original inspiration piece. And here is a close-up. Let me start from the upper corner. So it's a very lively mix of lines, textures, and contrasting colors. And I think the final layer gives it some depth with the oil resist type texture. Okay, I'm going to put this to one side so you can see the comparison between this piece and the inspiration piece. I hope you like this video. Please like, give me a thumbs up. And for those who haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. And for those who can, I'd appreciate so much if you can lend your support to my PayPal account to help keep this channel going. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.